Okay. Good morning and welcome to Women's Hour. Today we're going to be looking at emotional bank accounts. Emotional bank accounts, a general overview of emotional bank accounts. So today we're actually going to be opening a bank account. However, it's not the traditional bank account that you and I are aware of. It is an emotional bank account. Now, you have an emotional bank account with everyone with whom you have a relationship with. So what I want you to bear in mind today is you need to pay attention to the emotional currency of each individual that you are in a relationship with. It could be your spouse, it could be your children, it could be your parents, it could be your work colleagues, it could be your neighbor, it could be anybody. But the most important thing is that you bear in mind the currency that they would like. Okay, so for example, if the currency your child or your spouse likes is time, quality time, and you're busy buying them gifts, so you can say, well, I'm doing everything I can, but nothing seems to be changing. Why is that not happening the way you think it should happen? It's simply because you're paying them in a currency that they don't appreciate. So bear in mind that you need to know what currency your loved ones like, what currency, whoever it is, that you're trying to deposit into their account, whatever currency they like is what you should be using. So like I said, we're opening a bank account today. So what is emotional bank account? Emotional bank account is the balance that you have in any relationship, whether positive or negative. So it's the negative and positive balance in any relationship. It's so important. Now, like with our traditional bank accounts, we have, you pay money in, we say you're depositing, you get money out, we say you're making a withdrawal. It's the same with the emotional bank account. Now, the emotional bank account increases or decreases, again, like our normal bank account, based on whether we're depositing the right things or we're withdrawing from this emotional bank account. Like I said, you have an emotional bank account with everyone that you have a relationship with. Now, the difference with the emotional bank account is you have a reserve of trust and honesty. So you don't have currency, you don't have money in there. You have trust, you have honesty. The question you should be asking yourself is, how am I depositing into this bank account, or how am I withdrawing from this bank account? It's so important for us to bear in mind that although you cannot see and track your emotional bank account, you can feel it. You can feel when someone is a bit cold towards you. You can feel when someone is giving you, that sort of, when you're doing everything you think you should be doing. However, what you're getting is a cold shoulder. Ask yourself, am I depositing or am I withdrawing from this particular bank account? Okay? Am I depositing or am I withdrawing from this particular bank account? So let's look at it. How do you make deposits into a bank account, this emotional bank account? By showing love. And when I say by showing love, I mean genuine love, genuine care, by listening, by being there. Are you present in body, but your mind is somewhere else? You're not going to be making a deposit. You're going to be withdrawing. But we're looking at how to make deposits into an emotional bank account. So show genuine love, show genuine care, show that you're available, show that you are there for that person. And it shouldn't be a one-off. It should be something you do regularly. You're turning towards them, not turning away from them. Show them that you value them. Now, because we're talking about emotional bank account and we're looking at it, whether it's with your spouse, whether it's with your children, whether it's with a work colleague, whether it's with your parents, whether it's with your neighbors, the same rule applies. Do you value, your work colleague? Do you value your spouse? Do you value your children? It's really important that we make deposits into their emotional bank account. Now, another thing you want to know is, how do you make withdrawals? It's as simple as how you make deposits. Don't show love. When you don't show love, when you don't show that you value the person, when you're always criticizing, Let's go, into the workplace. Maybe you're a leader, a manager, a supervisor. And every time somebody does something, there is never a compliment paid, whereby you can deposit into their account. It's always criticizing. You could have done this better than that. You're never having a good word for that person. It doesn't mean you're swearing at them or you're using foul language, but you think about it. If somebody does something regularly and all you can say to that person is, it's a rubbish job you have done, how do you think that person would feel? So in that case, you're making withdrawals. Now, when you say hurtful things, you're making withdrawals. Now, this one would apply to a lot of us. When you say hurtful things, maybe to your child, maybe to your spouse, when you say hurtful things, you're making withdrawals. When you ignore people, you're making withdrawals. So please, 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 less withdrawals, more deposit. When you're not listening, you can say, well, I'm here. But maybe you're on your phone. Maybe you're doing something else. You're not actually listening. You are making a withdrawal, and you shouldn't be doing that. Now, if you have a healthy stock of, positive interactions, which happens, even when you make a withdrawal, the impact will not be too heavy. The effect of whatever you have done will not be too impactful because you have loads of deposits. It's, go back to the traditional bank account. You have £1,000 and you just went on a shopping spree, and you spent £25. Think about it. £25 to £1,000. It's almost negligible. Why? Because you have a shock absorber of money in your account. It's the same with the emotional bank account. So even when you make withdrawals, because you already have, a lot of deposit in the individual's account, then the effect is not too impactful. So also bear that in mind. Now let's look at examples of deposits that you can make. Random acts of kindness. But maybe they shouldn't be random. They should be something you do regularly. You go to the shop, you find something the person likes, you buy it for them, or somebody does something for you, you pay them compliments, remember? Or you spend quality time with your loved ones, or a work colleague is struggling in a particular area that you're very good at. I'll give you some time just to, talk you through. Remember, you must be depositing in the currency of the individual. So maybe you've got a young child. A young child doesn't need, maybe your young child, for example, doesn't need, your verbal, well done. Maybe all they just need is a hug. When was the last time you gave a hug to that child? Maybe that is the currency of the child, and you're just busy going to Toys R Us, you're buying one gift after the other, and the gift, you think, why are you not playing with it? Do you not like the gift? Well, do you not appreciate the gift? Instead of now making more deposits, you're just withdrawing. Why? Because you're not even saying the things that the child wants to hear. So this emotional bank account is so important because we have a relationship with the people, whether in our workplace, in our homes, in our neighborhood, in our community. So you can see that you cannot do without emotional bank account. Now, how do you make withdrawals? Again, doing the things that, will not make you deposit, not listening, not valuing them, not spending quality time with them. Think about it. Always criticizing people, always ignoring people, being disloyal to people, being dismissive, trivializing things. Somebody is telling you something so serious, and you're just saying, "Is that it? Is that what the problem is?" But that is a major thing for that person, and they're just trivializing it. No, you're not depositing, you're withdrawing. Another thing is being unavailable. Being unavailable. You're not there. Maybe for your child, it's sports day, or they have a play in school. Can you take time out just to be there for them? Or would you just say, oh, no, it's okay. When I come and pick you up, we'll go to McDonald's. That's not what they want. What they want is for you to be there and maybe just cheer them, just give them a thumbs up, something from the crowd. They can single you out, while you're giving them that thumbs up. Maybe that is all that is required. and you're busy just saying, I'll buy you this, I'll buy you that. That's not what they want. So you must take time out to find out the currency of your loved ones, of each individual that you have a bank account with. Very, very important. That will now take me nicely to, okay, we're talking about emotional bank account. My emotional bank account is in the red. Is in the red. Can you fix it? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can fix it. Are you willing to fix it? If you're willing to fix it, then yes, go ahead and fix your emotional bank account with whoever it is that your account is in red with. Be available. Show love. Show appreciation. Give time. When I say be available, we're talking about giving quality time. If the person wants 5 minutes, don't give 3 minutes and say, that's all, that's all, you're disturbing me. No, don't do that. If you can only give 3 minutes, let the person know that, okay, you know what, I can't actually afford 5 minutes, but I can give you 3 minutes, undivided attention. Do unto others what you would like them to do to you. And you would see that it's not as difficult as you make it to be. So yes, you can fix it. The same way with a traditional bank account, your account is in red. What do? You go and put money in. You go and deposit money. That's the same way with our emotional bank account. We go and deposit. You show the person that you love them, you care for them, you value them, you give them time. When was the last time you did something and you could just see the brightness on the person's face? When was the last time you did something and you were showered with, oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. I'm so grateful, with a lot of appreciation. When was the last time? You've got to be mindful of the bank accounts that you have with different people. Very, very important. Now, as I round up, I want you to, take this with you. Assess yourself. You be the assessor. You be the judge. You mark yourself. How often do you deposit into the individual's bank account? How often? In the same way, how often do you withdraw? How often do you withdraw? Now, do you check your balance often? You might be wondering, how do I check my balance? This means you're being mindful of your behavior, of your actions. You're aware of what is going on. It's not that, oh, when did that happen? Oh, I didn't even know that happened. You're not aware. You need to be aware. If you're going to continue to deposit into the individual's bank account, then you must be aware. Why are you not happy? Maybe, let's say, for example, maybe it's your spouse. Maybe your spouse has said, oh, it's been a long time you've prepared maybe a particular dish. And you're thinking, I haven't got time for that. And you're wondering why your spouse is frowning or your spouse is not particularly happy. And you're saying, I don't know what the problem is. After all, I have made this, but that is not what they requested. Remember, you must be giving them in their currency. Okay, we are in the UK now. Somebody now comes with Naira. What are we going to be doing with Naira here? And the person is saying, but I gave you so much Naira. But it's useless to me. Why not give me the currency that I can spend? Do we see? Give me the currency that I can spend. So if my currency is time, then give me quality time. If your currency is, words of affirmation, then give words of affirmation to that person. So let's be very, very mindful. Now, the more positive deposits and less negative withdrawals you get, you would have a healthy emotional bank account. The more positive deposits and the less negative withdrawals, you have a healthy emotional bank account. In the same way, the more negative withdrawals and less positive deposits you make, you're going to be overdrawn. When you go to the bank and you don't have enough money and you want to get money out, you're going to get overdrawn. So do you have an overdraft facility? Because with the emotional bank account, you can even get overdrawn. So please don't get overdrawn. Let your emotional bank account, let it be healthy. Are you using the preferred currency of the individual? Very important questions that I want you to go away and think about. Think about your relationships, whether it is, like I said, at home, at work, in your neighborhood, in your local community. Think about it. Why is that person acting the way they're acting? What have you done, or what have you not done? Remember, emotional bank account, you have it with everyone you have a relationship with. So pay attention to the emotional currency of each individual. Go ahead, pay enough attention, be mindful of this, and give them the currency that you know that they would appreciate. Remember, you have just opened a bank account, an emotional bank account. So go ahead and deposit into it like never before. Ever so often, we all make mistakes. There'll be withdrawals, but there must be enough in the bank account so that when we have to make withdrawals, we're not going into the red, we're not getting overdrawn. And I pray that as we consider these things, I pray that, the grace of God will carry us every step of the way. The grace of God will empower us to do the things that are right to do, to use kind words, to give quality time, to value people, to show love, to not criticize people, but rather to appreciate, to pay compliments to people. I pray that as you do that, I pray that your relationships will move to another level, another glorious level, in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.